Okay, I hope everyone can hear me. Josh, can you confirm this is working? Okay, um, so, welcome everyone who's here in the stream. I'm Christian Chad. I am the ACM Webmaster, and I'm actually a graduating senior. Today we're going to be going over basically servers. And what do I mean by servers? I mean computers that are across the internet that clients actually connect to. So you would have servers like game servers, web servers. Um, Really, you can even have file servers to host your own files, documents. Uh, there's like, I would say most of our internet is composed of servers all interconnected to clients. And what do I mean by clients? I mean you guys. You guys connect through the internet into a server. Um, so I do have a to-do list of what we're gonna be going over, and let me just get that up really quick. Oh, sorry, that's we'll be showing that in a bit. Um, so I'm gonna first introduce the server client model because it's actually important, and then I'll demonstrate how to set up a Linux Fedora VM if I have time actually. Um, we'll be installing XAMPP, which is a web server on Windows 10, a virtual machine. Then we'll demonstrate how to access XAMPP locally on Windows 10 and virtually using a host. What do I mean by that? I mean your computer will be able to connect to the virtual machine like it's connecting through the internet into a server. And then after that, we'll install LAMP or LAMP stack, which is basically a Linux version of XAMPP on Linux Fedora VM. And we'll be doing basically the same thing that we did on the Windows 10 VM. Finally, this is actually incorrect right here. We're going to be installing Node.js on both Linux Fedora and Windows 10. So the reason I'm using two operating systems is because normally it's not just from my experience, but from most web servers, the main choice of operating system is actually Linux, but you can use a Windows 10 server. But I'm basically trying to make it so that Linux users here have an opportunity to use Linux in this exercise. Yeah, I don't know why these are. I guess I forgot. But yeah, we'll be doing these last two steps also on Windows. So let's see here. Okay, so first, going over the client server model or a server client model, either one. Basically, it's this picture right here. You have you have as many clients as you want connecting to a gateway, and that gateway connects to an internet or the internet. Actually, well, yeah, the internet. And then that connects to another gateway which the server is connected to. So basically, your clients are just communicating through the internet to the server. I hope you guys can see this. It's just a. Of course, there's a lot more to this, like TCP handshakes and all that. But you can learn that stuff when you go into comp. I think it was. I don't remember what comp sci um, class that you need to take for it, but there is a comp sci class that will teach you all about this, including TCP handshake. But mostly, what it boils down to is that a client connects to a server through the internet using their gateways. We'll show how to configure that in a VM because a VM basically it's kind of like the same thing, except the internet is hosted locally on your computer, so to speak. So we'll have to configure some firewall settings and a lot of other stuff, IP tables, in order for you guys to get connected to your own VMs if you guys are using VMs. Of course, you don't have to use a VM for this. You could just install XAMPP or LAMP locally and connect through it using an address that I'll give. Okay, let me just check a few things before I get it, because I need to make sure the VMs are running really quick. That one's okay, that one's okay. So we can first start with the Windows VM, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys do use Windows operating systems. Hold on a second. So yeah, basically this is a Windows VM. It's just Windows 10 on a virtual machine that's hosted on my own computer. And yeah, it's just a clean install. There's nothing special about it. We have a Discord bot, and I'll be explaining why we have that later. Well, I technically did explain that we will be hosting the bot, but I'll be showing how to go over all that later. So the first thing we need to do... Oh, I hope you guys are doing okay with the coronavirus, by the way. Kind of sucks. But we're all in this together. I don't mean to type that. Okay, so the first thing we need to do here, if you guys want a server, is install XAMPP. Basically, what it stands for is Apache right here, Apache MariaDB, PHP, and Perl. Basically, it allows you to host a website onto your machine. You could install it for Linux too. That's actually interesting. I didn't know that. But for Linux, I prefer to use the LAMP stack because I have more control over it, as far as I know. So we're going to install that right now. While that's installing, I do need to actually get my command prompt running because we're going to be doing a few things in command prompt on the server and on the virtual machine. Hold on just a second. This is oh, oops. Let me get rid of that for a second. Is seen. It is actually my first time streaming, so I'm kind of still getting used to it. Got CMD, and then just put that there. I forgot how to center. Okay, so that's my host command prompt. We don't have to worry about that right now. Oh, hello, former president. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to be installing XAMPP right now. So what I'm doing right now... Hold on, what's this say? What I'm doing right now is that I'm installing a web hosting service onto my VM that will be able to access it like it's a server. Now, the reason I'm using a VM instead of an actual server is that it takes time to set up an actual server, especially with IT. You can probably get away with doing AWS, but you would need to use a credit card to actually purchase. There's a free version of it, but you still need to use a credit card to verify, and that takes time. So we don't have that time right now. So here we are. We have the setup right here. We have You guys can keep all of this, I think. I don't think you need the mail server or the FTP server because we're not really going to be transferring files on there. You can if you want. Yeah, I don't think you need... You're not going to be programming mail in this. I mean, you might, but I'm just going over the basics. So you can just keep those if you want. I think it said that... Yeah, it said that we can install it there. Okay, so the thing is, since we activated this in with UAC, user account control, we will not be able to insert this into program files, so don't put into program files, just put it into the default directory, because your program files by default will not allow you to install the necessary permissions there. So English, yeah, or if you're Dutch, you can select that one. I don't honestly know what this is. I'm not going to use that because I don't know what that is. You can select it if you want and look into it, but really, I don't know what that is. I think it's a third-party service. Oh, someone's asking what is XAMPP? XAMPP stands for Apache MariaDB and PHP. Basically, it's a web server hosting, and it's for Windows 10 or Linux or Mac. Basically, it allows you to host your own web servers or websites. Let me just check something else. Let me check something here. So yeah, I'm using a virtual machine, as you can see here, on my main machine. I need to make sure that we have host-only adapter. If you want to actually use a virtual machine right now, you can. Just install the ISO. It will take time, which is why I don't think I will be able to show you how to do it. I could make a separate video later if you guys want me to, explaining how to install your own virtual machine. Host only adapter. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be connecting our computer directly to this virtual machine to gain access to the website. And we need to also make sure that we have a virtual host ether. Oh wait, you guys can't see that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on. I am so sorry. You guys can't actually see what I'm doing. Where is it? I guess I can put the display on for now. Display capture. So let's remove this for right now. Okay, so yeah. So I'm using NAT, which is network address translation. It's basically, you want this to connect to your internet if you're using a VM. And you want this host-only adapter to connect your computer to the VM. Because what a VM does, it isolates your main computer by default from the VM, because VM is supposed to be a separate sandbox. If you guys have any questions, just make sure to ask and I'll get to it. What kind of OS? I'm currently using Fedora and Windows 10. So yeah, you have Fedora up here and Windows 10. Right now I'm working on the Windows 10 OS. Yes, you can also use WAMP. XAMPP and WAMP both work. I'm just more familiar with XAMPP, but I know both work. Okay, so let's see here. So you got network, host only adapter, good, and host network manager. Okay, so you'd want to probably keep an address like this, whatever default address it has, and you would want to probably enable DCHP or DHCP. It will allow your VM to manually get an IP address that you can use from your host computer to connect to your VM computer. Okay, I think it's done now. Let me check. Okay, it says I need to do something like that. What? Hold on. Hold on a second. Just need to make sure this is working. Okay. Firewall. Yeah. Okay, so by default, the firewall will block these services. You can allow access, but what we're gonna do is actually disable the firewall just for now, so we can access the services. Don't actually do this on your system. You can look up ports that you need to unblock, but for me, the easiest way for right now is just to turn off the firewall. But really, you do not want to do this. You would rather select the ports that you want to allow. And I believe it would be port 80, but I do need to also ping the VMs, which is why I'm disabling the firewall. So yeah, do not do this unless you're just testing internally. Okay, so we're going to start the control panel right now. And then we can verify if this website's working. Okay, first you want to start Apache, that's the website. MySQL, we're not working with databases today, so you don't have to worry about those. So first thing to do is we want to test our website. So the way to access your website, okay, actually first, XAMPP right now is hosting a website on this virtual machine. So your website is literally on this virtual machine. Like the files to make a website, your HTML files are in here somewhere. I believe it would be under htdocs. Yep, here it is, your index.php. So you just need to click the Explorer button, and it will take you to your XAMPP folder. Go to htdocs. You'll be able to edit your website here. So to access this website, since it's locally, all you need is this address, 127.0.0.1, or you can use localhost. This is universal for all computers unless you change it, but you wouldn't really not want to change it. So what localhost does is it connects directly to the website that you're hosting from XAMPP on port 80. And yeah, there you go. It even says you installed it. So if I wanted to do something like, if I really wanted to test if it's working, I can make my own test file. So oh, hold on. File name extensions. I want to make sure I have the extensions correct. Open this in Notepad, H1, hello world. We're going to do a simple test. Test.php. And there you go. Congrats, you're hosting your own website on your own quote-unquote server, or in this case my server, quote-unquote server, because this is not really a server, it's a virtual machine acting like a server. Anything else? So yeah. Now, normally you would want to actually have clients accessing your server, because then what would be the point in having a server in the first place? So to make sure that clients are accessing your server, you need to make sure the firewall is accepting or allowing the correct ports. For us, we just disabled the firewall. So let's see. So we want to get the actual IP of the server, or of this virtual machine server, that we can connect to, because all servers have an IP address that your clients connect to get into the server. So if I was to show this right here, as you can see, your clients would have their own IPs. The gateway would have its own IP. The internet, well, the internet doesn't have an IP. It's just a collection of IPs. And then the server would have its own IP. And then you want your clients to connect to your server using that IP, I mean. The reason a lot of websites have domain names, as you might call them, or as they're called, like facebook.com, for example, is because websites or the server's IP addresses are translated using DNS, which is taught in that's one specific comp sci course that I keep forgetting about. I can actually get that later for you guys if you guys are interested in going into server and programming servers. But yeah, we're basically going to be connecting to the server on our main machine using the IP address that is on this machine, or this virtual machine. So we'd want to do ipconfig in this virtual machine. And then, well, you can ignore all that right there. To be honest, I should have disabled those other network cards, but I forgot. Okay, so this is us on the internet. We don't want that because you won't be able to see us on the internet. I don't know what. That's not right. Okay, but this one and this one don't matter because actually I don't know why those ones are showing up. Hold on a second. Yeah, they should not be attached. And they should not have cable connected. Let's disable those. Maybe that will fix it. Oops. ipconfig. What ipconfig does, it gets your information of your network cards, like your Wi-Fi or your Ethernet wired cards, and you can get your web addresses. Okay, so this is us on the internet. Our main computer cannot see this machine on the internet since the VM is hosted directly on the machine. Okay. And then this right here. This right here is what we're using as our address. And we got that by assigning an IP from a DHCP server. So yeah, it's in a range. It's actually 192.168.35.4, which is in the range of these two bounds. So yeah, it got an assigned IP from the VM server. So in order to make sure that this is connected, we're gonna ping it. 192.168.35.4. And there you go. This shows that we're able to connect to our web server. And then hold on a second. Oops. I wasn't supposed to show that. Hold on. Okay, using my host Chrome, uh, sorry, using my host, I was able to connect to the web server using the IP that I got, and we can then test with. You can go to our Hello World page, and there you go. That's basically us connecting to a web server. Okay, and then so yeah, that your VM is correctly hosting a web server at this point if you followed those steps. If there's any questions, just ask away in the chat. Okay. Let's see here. So, I believe you guys were able to go over this last week, installing Node.js and hosting a Discord bot. You can use a VM or you can use a server to host your Discord bot. And what's great about that is that you don't have to keep your local computer on all the time. So we're just gonna install Node.js here. It should be really simple. Yeah. Current run. I'm just gonna run the latest version. Well, that's installing. I need to check something really quick. Let me turn off this for a second. I will be back with you guys in a second. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. We need to check something. So we're installing Node.js right now. Wait, didn't we? No, we already installed it. I'm sorry. We already have Node.js installed on here. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've actually used it, so just give me a second. I'm gonna get Discord, the Discord bot that well, this is a different Discord bot than the one you guys were working on, but it's basically the same concept. I'm just showing that you can host a Discord bot on a server that's not on your local computer. I think it was npm start. Ooh. Oops. npm install. And then install Discord.js. Then you can start it. And then I believe, if my theory is correct, just give me a second, the dummy bot should be working. Yeah, as you guys can see right here, this is actually the dummy bot that's running on the current ACM server. So yeah, we're able to we'll be able to ping it, I believe. Yeah, it works. So yeah, you're able to host it, and if we shut it down, you won't be able to ping it. Yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah, you're able to host a Discord bot on your VM or your server far away from home. And that's basically all there is to it, to hosting a server or a Discord bot on a server and hosting your own website. You can use those third-party applications like XAMPP or WAMP. Yeah, someone suggested WAMP in here. And now we're going to be transitioning to the Linux version. For this, we have Fedora Linux right here. Yeah, it's a clean install. We do have the same Discord bot right here, and we're gonna be installing LAMP in it, or the LAMP stack on it. So let me actually close this one down. I don't need the Windows one anymore. And then before we go further, I just need to get my to-do list out really quick. So let's see. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be going to an external website for this because there's actually a lot of steps to install, and I don't memorize the commands by heart. Oh, we're gonna have to do that. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. So first we'll want to use the DNF package manager. Yeah, okay, this is showing up because this is the first time I'm actually using sudo. Sorry, just checking with someone. It's going to take a while to install. So basically we're installing the necessary dependencies to run the LAMP stack. Unfortunately, unlike Windows, the LAMP stack on Linux requires a lot more dependencies that are not automatically installed. So, while we're doing this, let's actually disable the firewall on here really quick. Again, you should not be doing this if you're actually hosting an actual website, because this can allow people to actually gain access to your network. I'm only doing it temporarily, but I believe if you really, actually no, let's actually try to find out the port number that we can use. I believe it's port 80, and it's on TCP for our website. So if I do this, I don't have to disable the I don't have to disable the firewall. Yeah. Sorry guys, it is taking a lot longer. This might actually... I could just skip that part. I don't really need to update everything. Yeah, we're just gonna skip the upgrading part. If you'll allow me to. Yeah, let's skip it now. Let's instead install... Let's install bash completion curl. Okay, just set we need to do set enforce 0 to put this will put our SE Linux distribution in permissive mode, which is actually it makes your life a whole lot easier. So really, you just need to do that if you're making a basic web server or not or whatnot. Okay. And we can just check. Grep it at the values. Yep, okay, it's permissive. Okay, now we can actually install the HTTP LAMP stack server. So the command for that is sudo dnf silent install httpd. httpd is the package that you want, and that will install it for you. It's gonna take a while. I'm not sure. Oh, well, that's working. Well, while that's working, we can just open up a new window. ifconfig will allow you to do the same thing like ipconfig did for the Windows thing. ifconfig just gets your network cards. Oh, that's a mess. Hold on, let me fix that. That is a mess, and that's probably because I have these things attached, and I shouldn't have those attached. Okay, here. Okay, that's clear it. Did I do the wrong one? I guess not. I believe if we just look for the same or a similar IP, it will work, and that's it right there. Ping 192.168.35.5. So there you go. Yeah, that's the same IP, or not the same IP. That's this. That's in the same range that the DHCP server is giving our VMs for the network. So yeah, it's instead of 3, it's 5, and it falls between these two. And I believe, is it done? Wait, is it done yet? Okay. Sudo nano Oh, I thought the thing froze for a second. Wait, what? It did not install correctly, I don't think. cd httpd. Okay, let's try installing again. I really hope I don't have to install a package. That will take for a long time. So let's try this again. I'm actually surprised it didn't install. It said it installed. Yeah, it's right here. Huh. That is interesting. So why isn't port 80 on here? Thank you. Okay, well, now installed. Now we can go back to doing this. So believe, okay, so we're listening on port 80 for our web thing, and we enabled port 80 in our firewall. Group Apache, let me I don't think, I guess that, yeah, that'll be okay. We're not hosting directly on the website. Yeah, we don't have a DNS name. We're going to be using an IP address. A DNS name will cost money to actually use. Document root. Okay, so right here, this area, this var www html, that's actually where your files are stored. So you'd have, you go into var www html, you can you actually put stuff in here? No, you cannot. Okay, so if you really want to put stuff in here, you can just use sudo nano var html index.html and then h1 hello world. I believe that will work. Let's just check. Okay, so yeah, that's on our machine right now. Now, the HTTPD service is not on right now, so we'll just we'll turn it on right now. Okay, so then if all of that works, this should work then. So we'll use the same address. Oh, there you go, it works. And then on our main machine, all we need to do is go to that one web address that we tried, which was 192.168.35.5. And then that's basically going to hello world. There you go. So now you got a web host on Linux as well. Oh yeah, if you want to do PHP, you can actually do that on here too. And your Maria SQL database. So unlike XAMPP, the LAMP stack on Linux does not actually come installed with PHP or MySQL. You have to install those manually, so you can do that right now actually. Okay, sudo dnf y install php php cli php get text php mb string php. These are basically just the PHP tool sets that come included with the PHP packages. And yeah, you would want to install these if you're using PHP. I think there are how many more? PHP GD, PHP XML, PHP BC Math, PHP Zip. And then we can confirm if it is installed. Yep, PHP is now installed. And then we would also want to install an SQL, which will allow you to make databases. The website on our Windows 10 array came installed with an SQL server. That's just how XAMPP is, and unfortunately the LAMP stock on Linux does not do that for you. So we are now installing that. It's probably going to take a while as usual. Yep, there we go. It's installing right now. So now we would want to configure a few things with our MariaDB server, such as the character set. This all looks correct. Character, actually, I think we need to put this in a specific section. Yeah, so you'd want to put your character set server tf8. And then we would want to start the server up. I'm sorry, not the server, the MySQL database up. However, we're not done yet. We also need to do a secure installation, because we started the service, but we didn't fully install MySQL on here. Okay, that's not right. Sudo MySQL secure install. That command should work. Okay, MariaDB is there, so what? Okay, I guess I just need... Okay, that's not normal either. Okay, so you need to go to your home directory. Okay, we don't... Let's just name our root password test. Wait, what? Oh, no, that's our root password for our, I didn't actually put a root password for this VM. Okay, let's put the root password for the MariaDB as test. Remove anonymous users. Sure, why not? It's not like we're gonna be using, nah. Below privilege table, yep. Okay, so it's clean. Okay. And then... let's just check. So if we want to use our SQL server, oops, that's the wrong one. If we want to access it, And you could have done this on Windows too. It's the same port, or it should be the same port, I believe. 306. The port for the default port for MySQL MariaDB is 3306. I believe it is TCP. So if we go 3306. Oh. Oh. Let me make sure that Maria is actually running on here. UP test. Okay, so Maria is running, but I am not getting what I'm trying to do is access PHP MyAdmin, which makes it a lot easier to access the MySQL, which the Xampp stack array does that for us on Windows, but it does not do it for us on Fedora. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to install PHP. Yep, that's what it was. You need to install PHP MyAdmin. Also, I believe these are, I believe all these commands are case sensitive, so, except for the flags maybe. So you just gotta be careful about that. Actually, technically, we won't even need to open the port then if we just have PHP MyAdmin. So yeah, you could just have port 80 open and that's it. Okay, then we just, once we install PHP MyAdmin, we just restart it. We restart our web service. And there we go. Username, I believe, is root from what we're accessing, and we're using test. Don't save. And yeah, now we're using, this is why you want PHP too if you're working with databases. And then I believe for our thing, we can also do the same thing. I believe 192.168.8. 3.5 file not found, index.php, whatever. PHP MyAdmin, I don't have permission to access that. Why don't I have permission to access that? It's probably because I am not. Honestly, you would not even want your users to access to PHP MyAdmin unless they were trusted remotely, so I believe I would have to include specific IP addresses for it. I don't think I have that information with me right now. Let me just check really quick. Not, hold on, got the lamp, got the forbidden. I'm not, I think, hold on, let me just make sure that this is, that my IP address is allowed. So if you were to actually use phpMyAdmin, you would probably have to put your host IP into this configuration file. Yeah. Believe it's 35.2. IP config on here just to make sure. Nope, it's 35.1. And we'll just restart. Then I believe there we go. Yep. So you'd have to put your host IP there, and that's basically it for the web service part. And now we're gonna move on to the final part of this, which is installing the Discord bot onto this server just to demonstrate. So we're gonna want to do Node.js for this. Believe we can do this for Linux. Yes. It's a tar file, archive manager. Let me just check the bin. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Just extract it to your desktop. And close this. Node. Oh. Yeah. We're just gonna put in our home for right now, and then we're just gonna access our home folder. CD node. By the way, you can press, if you really want to do a shortcut on here, you can press tab and it'll auto-complete it for you. If you keep pressing tab, if you have multiple file names that are similar and you keep pressing tab, it'll cycle through it. That's just a shortcut that is helpful to know when you're using the Linux command prompt. Actually, I think it works for the Windows command prompt too. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go in here, cd bin. I think it's node. Yeah, it's node. Yep. And I believe npm and install. So what we're gonna want to do for this is we're gonna want to set environmental variables for so that we can actually use this node thing, or this node package. I don't know why I said thing. I believe it was it environment? I don't want to like type in a command that can actually damage the system, so I'm just really making sure of that. In Windows, really in Windows, the easiest way is just to go into your start menu, and then you'd look up system environment, and then it gives you an easier access and an easier GUI that allows you to insert your own environmental variables. But for Linux, you actually have to type in a specific command exactly into the command line. Shell preferences. No, I don't want a start script. I'm looking through the Linux man pages just to make sure. So what we're trying to do is set the path. Export. Wait, nano -rc. Oh, actually, nano bash rc. I think this is the safest one. Yep. Someone's racing outside my house. So we're gonna do path equals, believe it was home shad I believe it's this. I would consult the man pages, the Linux man pages, just to make sure. And there we go, I believe. Path. Why is that in red? I think it's fine, but I don't like that. Okay, I guess I can actually do this though. Home. Okay, I think that's fine. Source bash rc. There we go. Now we got Node on the command line. So now we're gonna go to our desktop. Then cd Discord bot, and then we're gonna do the same command npm install, because we want to install our Node.js, and then not our Node.js, our Discord.js, which allows our bot to connect to Discord, and then node start. Node start module not found. Did this not install? Did I not? Was it node start? Again, I'm not that familiar with Node.js, to be honest. Yeah, it should be node start. Let's check ls node start. Oh, npm start. Okay. And then we should have just making sure. Yep, we should have the bot working right now. So if I was to ping it, yeah. Hold on. Yes, Josh? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I already got it. Thanks, Josh. Then, ping, and then, yeah. Where'd it go? Okay, and then we shut down, and then obviously it won't reply after. There we go. And that's basically how you get the Discord bot working on a Linux Fedora VM or a server. I believe that wraps it up, unless Josh wants me to add anything to this. Yeah, we got all of this done. So disconnect from that. I guess we're good for today. Josh, do you have anything to add? Okay, well, thank you guys for coming to the stream. Again, if you guys want me to, if you guys want me to demonstrate how to install a VM, I can make a separate video for you guys. And I think we're good for today. What do you want, Josh? On Discord bot hosting? Oh, I already did that. I already showed the npm working on the Discord bot hosting. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for coming to the stream. I know it was kind of long and stuff, but it's a lot of detail to go through. If you guys really want to learn more about it, I believe it was comp 3110, was it? No, not 3110. Give me a second, I could get the CSUN course. That I took Kaplan for, and it goes over most of what you need to know for web development and web servers. So let me get that really quick for you guys. If you guys really want, if you guys need a video of how to set up a VM, I could do that. Just ping me in the Discord chat room for ACM. So let me just really quickly check. Electives. Was it comp? Was it 384? If you're CIT, you can take some of these. No, if you're CIT, you will definitely go over a lot of this. I believe it was comp. Let's check. Comp 484. Yeah, comp 484. Sorry. This will teach you how to do website design, web engineering, basically the stuff that I was teaching you here. But it goes more into depth with the TCP handshake and stuff. And yeah, that's the course that you would want to take if you want to learn more about this. Anyways, I hope to see you guys some other time. Thank you for coming to the stream, and I'll see you guys, yeah, some other time, I guess.